What's going on, everybody? This is Kevin with Exploring with KNC. Let's put a roof rack on this Dodge Dakota. Today we're going to be addressing one of the things that I've been wanting to address on this overland build for the 2004 Dodge Dakota, and that is the roof rack, or lack thereof. So it's hard to find aftermarket parts for a 2004 Dodge Dakota. So you come down to two ways of doing it. First of all, you either manufacture something from scratch, which is what I was actually going to do in the beginning. And when I priced out materials and everything, it was going to be pretty expensive, more than I thought it was going to be. So that led me to the second option, which is to find an existing product that's built for a different truck, but is close enough to the dimensions that I need for the Dodge Dakota to where very little modifications, the least amount of modifications possible, would be ideal. And so what I did was, based on the dimensions for the Dakota, I found something as close as I could that was already existing, and it's built for a Toyota Tacoma quad cab. And what I found was this product right here. It's made by Hooke Road, and it's pretty darn close dimensions wise. It's 59.5 inches long, 48 inches wide. Now for the Dakota, from the top of the windshield all the way to the back of the cab, that is 60 inches. So 59.5, 60 inches, we're close there. And then from one side of the windshield to the other, the widest part of the roof, that is 47, or rather 49. That is 49. The roof rack is 48 inches. Now you probably notice that it gets wider from the back of the cab to the front. And so the narrowest part, which is in the back over the rear doors, is 46. Okay, so I'm dealing with 46 inches in the back, 49 in the front, and I've got a 48-inch roof rack. So I might have to do some modifications. That's fine. I've got the tools to do it. If I have to cut down those cross beams an inch, whatever, I might not have to at all. I might find that it looks just fine the way it is. Those are the things that we're going to address, and we're going to make this thing work. Now, one of the things that you have to figure out is this has brackets that are designed to mount right into the existing holes, or the mounting positions of that Toyota Tacoma. Obviously, with that, I don't have that. So I have to go ahead and install these rails, and then the roof rack will mount to those rails on top of the cab. So that means I'm going to have to drill holes in the roof and use plus nuts, and then secure those rails to the top of the roof, and then I'll be able to secure the roof rack to those rails. So it's going to be quite the process. I'm excited about it. You get to go along for the ride. Let's do this. All right, first impressions. I think that this thing is a well-built rack. I'd say that's probably 3/16 inch steel, and the powder coating is super nice on it as well. They've got these T-slots That way you can just slide your accessories in there and they'll be locked down. Okay, we just gotta put this the rear fairing on and the front fairing, and then I'll be able to go ahead and cinch it down, and then I want to put it up on the truck and kind of see, you know, how it's gonna lay on there, you know, how the mounting brackets are. Am I gonna have to mod anything? I hope not. Wouldn't that be sweet if this just went up there and worked just the way it is? I'd like that. I'm prepared to make modifications, but if I don't have to, I don't want to. So, all right, put the rear and the front on, cinch everything down, and go from there. I think it came together nice. What do you guys think? Right. Well, now I'm just gonna tighten all these bolts up. I'm gonna put those rubber pads on the bottom there, so when I throw it up on the truck, it doesn't scratch. And just see how close we are. I'm super excited to see it. So these are the Yakima Rails, obviously, that I'm going to have to anchor into the roof. This here, it kind of sits at a little bit of an angle, so I'm gonna have to figure out, I don't know, maybe some washers or something like that. But this one is a little bit more extreme. Now you can see this is gonna bend down, but still, if you look at the angle that we have here, you know, it's sitting more horizontal, and this is kind of at an angle. And so what I'm thinking I might have to do on this one is possibly notch out a little bit of metal on this side and the same thing on this side, and then I can bend that up so that it matches the angle of the rail. Another thing I'm not thrilled with, now obviously these are going to be cut down to size. Another thing I'm not super thrilled with is this front fairing. I don't think that it matches the Dakota roof line as well as it could. So I'm thinking that I might go ahead and remove that and make my own. You know, something that's going to contour with the Dakota roof line better. And you see over here, same deal. Kind of a weird angle. All right, well, the last rivet nut has been set. Take it there, show you. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is get these tracks all bolted down, end caps on, and once we get to that point, then it's onto the roof rack, cutting those mounts to that custom size that we need so that it sits nice and low on the roof. So that's what we're doing right now. Okay, so there's the cut, and then of course I'm going to pry it that way, close it, weld it, and I should have a better angle that's going to match the angle of the roof rails. So I got to cut a little bit off of here, just like I did here, and I'll be ready to bend that. And then got to do it on that side, same thing. Again, not horrible, not perfect, but when you paint that sucker black, no one's gonna know. And it will hold for sure. I'm done with the welding. Thank God. I had the gaps, I really had to build them up with weld, and you know, I have a ton of experience with that, but I get a little bit more each time. So these things are ready to be cleaned up, primed and painted, and yeah, I'm gonna throw it up on top of the truck. We're getting close now. All right, so I just took it out to the side of the house here and painted it, and I'll show you what it looks like. Not too bad, eh? I tell you, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I haven't welded for a minute, and it took me a little bit to get things going again, but I think it turned out great. This is the moment of truth, everybody. All the work that I've done the last couple of weeks leads to this moment right here. To see if I'm going to be able to bolt this sucker down. Let's get to it. We're good on 3. I gotta slot that out just a little more. I thought that I did it enough for this one right here. Apparently I need to do it for that one too. So, oh, I stand corrected. Yes. Yes. Just gotta pull on it a little bit, I guess. Yes. All right, I'm bolting this bad boy down. I haven't seen any other Dodge Dakotas with a roof rack like this. I've seen them put baskets and things like that up there. I wanted to do something that is robust, it's solid, and you know, like a Toyota Tacoma you would see rolling down the road, but it's a Dodge Dakota. And I think that it's turned out great. I've got some ideas of what I'm going to do up on top of that rack. Solar panel, some cases, things like that, to make it easy to access your you know, your recovery stuff and whatnot. But yeah, this has been quite the project. It's a learning project, and but I think it's turned out pretty dang good. Look at that. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm proud of it. I worked my butt off for it. There you go.